Hello everyone! Welcome back for more Let's Play Battletech. Joining me is JKLantern.
Aren't you two dead?
You would think so! But yeah, this is our real client. This is the person that actually hired us to do this. The person that was supposed to have died in the dropship at the very beginning of the goddamn game.
I'm happy to see you again, body bag.
Yeah. That name was the best possible name I could have picked, I think.
It really was. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes. And the Argo's going to Lyerton. So it's like, yeah, the entire Reach thinks you are dead.
Yeah, but nobody in the Reach can read.
Yeah. You had to watch your dropship get blown out of the sky on loop for months.
So she has Canopian backing, which isn't as big as it could be, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Yeah. So basically, she didn't die, but her uncle wanted to make sure everybody thought she did. So there are many pressing questions here. Let's let's ask where they've been hiding. Because that is a damn good question at this point. And they were on the ball of rock called Zathras.
God, I wish I had my Interstellar Expeditions book right here, as opposed to way the hell on the other side of the room.
Let's see. Full of internecine strife and bloody turmoil, power struggles, mad nobles, plagues, zealots, and holy wars. So just a small little representation of the inner sphere, really.
I mean, there's another one of those on the other side of the periphery, but...
Typical frontier world.
God damn it, Yang, you magnificent bastard.
He's a snarky ass. I mean...
He survived the Capellan Confederation. He deserves to be snarky.
He's also the one breaking physics, so...
He's friggin' Montgomery Scott, apparently.
Yeah. And now let's find out why the Argo, and why us. Test of the abilities.
I hate that trope.
The symbol of reclamation, rebirth, return to better days. She was a majestic vessel, a true product of the Star League, and under the Doctor's care she will be again.
So the game's gonna touch on this later. The Argo is not a typical dropship at all. It was built for exploration and for setting up colonies.
So it's the Titan AE, got it.
It is the Titan AE. That's precisely what you're going for.
I was joking, man. And she wants revenge. Of course she does. I mean, all things considered. We have the patronage of Lady Centrella, the tacit support of the government, which means money.
I mean, as far as the periphery states go, like, if you want one to actually give you money, it would either be Taurus or Canopus, and frankly, Canopus is the friendlier of the two of them.
So... And I didn't think Oregon Coalition was on such good terms with the Magistracy. They want to see the directorate dealt with. Isn't in their interest to do it themselves. You know. Middlemen.
Yep, that's about right for Canopus.
Tensions between Tarian and Federated Suns are high. And look at that list of enemies.
I mean, Canopus isn't really Taurus's enemy. Like, they had one war once prior to this.
Well, no, it's not. I don't think it shows the Federated. Is one of those the Federated Suns? I think it is.
Oh, the one in the middle is absolutely the Federated.
Yeah.
The Taurians hate all of the Inner Sphere. They absolutely despise the Federated Suns and are convinced that the Fed Suns are going to invade them at any moment. Whereas the Fed Suns look at Taurus and are like, "Who are you again?"
And the Magistracy doesn't want a major war to break out.
Yeah. Canopus doesn't... Canopus can certainly fight a war. They don't go out of their way to find it. Peace is more profitable.
Yep, they fill the war chest. We remove the Directorate off the board, and tensions get to die down between the Suns and the Taurians.
Oh, getting the tensions to die down between the Suns and the Taurians ain't gonna happen unless you kill Thomas Calderon.
Well, and of course for her, this is directly personal. So let's see. The betrayed the founding council, reduced to powerless figureheads. The identity's been cut away and discarded. House Espinosa's due for reckoning. With your help, bringing them one. Join with me, and we will not fail. You can't say no. I don't know why you would want to. So we could either be honor-bound and say, I pledge myself like some type of knight-errant. The cause is honorable. If the price is right, we can do business. Or, we're a business, not a charity. Give us money. So, you know, I don't think she's going to respect the whole knight-errant bit, so I think the middle road is probably the best thing, especially considering our entire crew is right here.
Yep.
Yep. Buy the company's debts. Be free to travel, see clients, as long as you come to me when I call for you, and on the day I reclaim my throne, the obligation will be forgiven, debt wiped clean. So she will buy all the debts. We will still owe them until she reclaims her throne, but I doubt interest is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
We still have to pay the monthly upkeep. That doesn't go away. But you know, the storyline millions we owe. And we still get paid. Yep. Yang is like, don't like being a pawn, but I don't like being a hawk to loan sharks.
Yang, you're my favorite.
So yeah, we can reply, we have the origin betrayal here that says, I took down the scum that betrayed my family. Seems only right I help you do the same.
I like that one.
Take my leave, have an army to rally, preparations make. Don't be long before I contact you, and I'll need you ready when I contact you again. Prepare yourself and your company. The war is about to begin. No, and now we actually can travel to more systems. But we want to avoid the major places because that may make them a bit jumpy about us just kind of bailing on them. And a bonus, once they got the wrecked ship safely away, they found most of a Centurion in the cargo hold. Not quite equipped for combat yet, but can get it returned to service.
Centurion's a solid medium.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
C9-A.
AC-10, LRM-10, 2 medium lasers. Normally one of them's rear-mounted, but in this game,
Yeah, I don't think they do rear-mounted weapons at all.
yeah. A lot of the games don't.
That mech you asked for is cleared.
And then the commando we put together. Highly mobile shotgun that has no armor.
Yep. Oh, like my favorite version of the Commando has even less armor and weapons. It is a screaming metal death trap.
Eh. In this game, not a good idea to mess with that, but, you know. So first, let us do the thing we need to do here. There you go. It's only going to take a couple days to repair that. You can go into storage. And you need a refit. You have exactly one thing on you. I like the fact that it's already painted our colors.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. What do I have? Let's see, I've got 1 hard point there. 3 hard points here. Let's see, I've got AC-10 here. Over here are missiles. What did you say this thing normally has?
LRM-10.
Okay.
Usually it has a second medium laser in the torso there.
And now ammo, because gotta have ammo. Where do I want to put the goddamn ammo?
I can tell you in a sec.
I mean, I can put it just about anywhere. I'm just trying to figure out what would be the best option to put it in.
It usually has 2 tons of AC ammo in its right torso and 2 tons of LRM ammo in its left torso.
Well, I guess that makes sense because that's where the LRM is. And you don't want to put the ammo out in the arm.
So there was a contest years ago where a bunch of fans made custom versions of various mechs, and someone made a custom version of the Gunslinger, which is a mech that's not in this game because it hasn't been invented yet. But basically, the pilot of it was basically caught sleeping with the general's daughter. So he got assigned to this Gunslinger that didn't have any weapons on it. So they replaced the standard guns with 2 LRM-15s with the ammo in the arms. Basically, it was the general trying to get the guy killed, and somehow he remarkably kept surviving.
Let's see. Okay, we could stick around here. Which means we just kind of do more missions in this little area, but we have an entire star system to go bother with. I just have to figure out where I want to go. Because it does mention the challenge of these new areas. I think a skull and a half is something I haven't done yet.
Oh, we can go to Heretitus.
I don't even know where that is. I'm not looking at names yet.
I don't know all of these worlds, but I remember Heretitus. It's kind of like freewheeling party planet. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious. Oh, Frunk, that'll be important later in the setting.
It will?
So this, in the 3050s, 3060s, this area becomes a jointly colonized area between Canopus and Taurus. And that goes a little bit awry, so this area becomes another country called the Frunk Reaches. Yep.
But if you look at these first 4 planets, all of these are the half-skull to skull challenges. But if you go a little bit further, see we have 2 skulls there, we have a skull and a half, skull and a half. But if we go down, we end up at pretty much most things in here, in this little section, are going to be 1 skull. Which means we get pretty decent payouts from the missions. Compared to what we were getting.
Yeah.
Instead of 200,000, it bumps up to the 500,000. But unfortunately, we don't have a mission that wants to pay us to go out there right now. So I figure we will go out here to Spencer.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
For no other reason than I see it right there. I have no idea what's waiting for us there. Ah. These things happens too. And let's see. The leopard's too small. My mech techs keep tripping over everything. Can't exactly knock down walls. What if we move some supplies and other parts? Bunks, kitchen, even store some bucks in the cockpit. If I had some breathing room for a week, I could reorganize and make room for everything to move back. You know what? Considering the miracles of work he's doing, people are not happy about it, but we get some tech point boost for a few days, which won't help us much, but you know, morale decreased by 1 is not a huge deal.
The Leopard, as far as dropships go, the Leopard is not a big one. Again, we should not be able to stash all the shit we have in the Leopard, but
Pocket dimensions.
apparently. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an invader. Pretty sure.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
And now the Centurion is refitted.
Cool.
And the Jenner is also repaired. And let's see. Way back to the galley. And he can make more coffee. So we can either split the coffee between them, hand the coffee to Sumair, or take it for ourselves. Share. So you can absolutely piss off your crewmates with those things.
I mean, there are definitely mercenary bands that are little better than pirates, where, like, command is pretty much... the chain of the command is the thing I'm going to beat you with until you do what I say.
Yeah. So let's see, what do we have here? Eastman Archer, Bludgeon, Javelin, Sedan, Trebuchet, Victor, Warhammer. Couple of improved missile launchers there.
That weapon doesn't exist.
But it's right there. And it's going to take it a second to figure out what to do here. So now we have a decent array of missions we can take on. So let's see what we got here. Aggressive negotiations, stop the signal, swift reclamation. So Merrick is saying, random attack by bandits.
This is legit how some wars in the Inner Sphere started.
Yeah. So let's see. So I go in, take one piece of guaranteed salvage and get a few extra and about 300,000 credits. Just a plain old assassination mission, which is good. I'm going to accept it, but before we actually do it, I'm going to cut the video. Well, the question is, do I want to keep the Jenner on, or do I want to swap over to the Centurion? Because the Jenner has its point. Anytime I've got to go kill a convoy before it escapes, the Jenner can actually track them down.
Yeah.
But this is a more standard go kill something. And, I think I can, yeah, that's definitely a nice upgrade as far as structure and all goes.
It's much, much slower, though.
Yeah, well, considering that it usually has to hang around for the other three mechs anyway when I find places. And we should get to... No, I guess it's going to drop us straight in. Usually we get the image of the dropship, but I guess since we were already at the planet... Oh, there we go. So, when we come back, we will be taking on random mission here because we don't have a priority mission yet. So until then, take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.